Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for being here with me today. In today's video, I'm headed to a thrift store to find some stuff to resell online. Hopefully, I have honestly had a terrible week in terms of sourcing. I went to a new thrift store yesterday and I found absolutely nothing because everything was so overpriced, and so the few things that I did find were just too expensive. And then a couple days ago, I went to the Goodwill Outlet, and when I tell you I've never had a worse Goodwill Outlet trip, it was awful. It was terrible. I literally found nothing. I found, I think, like two things, so not technically nothing, but a dirty pair of Nike tennis shoes and then this long sleeve 100% cashmere men's Banana Republic shirt. But other than that, nothing. It has been a horrible week. But in terms of sales, my sales have been amazing, so I guess that's the plus side of this week. I brought my baby with me. Hopefully she stays happy. She usually does. And let's go to the thrift store.
Look how beautiful it was this day. Such a beautiful, dreary, and rainy day. Hello, there we are in the window's reflection. Phew, it's getting harder and harder to lift this girl up. Take a look at all of those clothes. So much to go through. All right, so we headed to the shoes first. I always like going to the shoes first because I love listing shoes, so I always hope to find them. I honestly never find Danskos in good condition. They always have way too much wear. That's just been my personal experience, unfortunately. I thought these shoes were really pretty. They're a pair of heels from Betsy Johnson, this cute little watermelon print on the back. I didn't pick them up. I just thought they were really cute and unique looking shoes. I've never picked up Vans to resell. These were in good condition though and had a really pretty rose print, but I left them. This pair of women's gray Nike tennis shoes stood out to me because of that bright neon green swish, and they also looked a little unique, more of like a trail shoe. They're called the Wild Trail, so I picked these up. I don't pick up the brand Puma anything to resell. I have one time, and that was a mistake, so I won't do that again.
Hi.
I spent a good chunk of time in the women's dress section here, like I usually do at this thrift store, and I came across this really pretty dress. I can't remember the brand, but I just thought it had a really pretty, unique design. It was maxi length, and I did not end up buying it, and I can't remember why. As I continued looking through the dresses, this immediately stood out to me, that gold shimmer and that deep purple velvet, and it was also a bigger size, so I did snatch that. I found nothing in this skirt section. I did find a skirt in a different skirt section though, but this section brought me a whole lot of nothing. I did take a sec to browse through the bras, and they had not very many options to look through, so I didn't find anything, but cool seeing all the different patterns. At this point during my trip, my daughter lost her bottle, so I readjusted it for her and put the shade over her eyes in hopes that she'd fall asleep. There was this area in the shirt section where there were a bunch of new with tags LuLaRoe shirts in the sizes extra small to small. They had so many cool different patterns. Some of them were pretty, others of them were questionable. I tried out a new camera angle this time. At this point during my thrift trip, I was kind of feeling lost. I feel like I always reach a point when I'm thrifting to resell where I don't know where to go next. I kind of feel like a lost kid in a department store, and I don't know if I should just keep going or should just take what I have and go home. But yeah, that's how I was feeling and was taking my time in the jeans. There were a lot of jeans. I may or may not regret having picked this up now, but this is a pair of kind of paper bag denim jeans from Zara. They were only $5. And I looked at the size, they were a size 2, and so I wasn't happy about that, but I did end up buying them.
Okay, that thrift trip was amazing. It definitely redeemed my sucky week. I found so much good stuff at amazing prices. I spent about 2.5 hours there, and my daughter slept most of the time, so I couldn't have asked for a better thrift trip. Now I'll give you guys the haul and show you the incredible things that I got. Let's jump into this haul now. I was feeling very doomsday-ish this week. I was just thinking to myself, I should just give up on reselling. I'm a failure. I'm not good at this. And I was feeling this way because I wasn't finding really anything to resell, and I was going later in the evenings rather than first thing in the morning because it's hard to do that when I have my daughters. And I was just thinking, how can I do this? You know, I can't even get out very early to get the best finds. So I was just feeling very down. And luckily, this thrift haul and that thrift trip brought me up. And so I'm excited to go through this thrift haul with you guys because I'm really happy with it. And it was definitely the best redemption to this week. So I got these pair of Nikes. Now these are a tad bit dirty, but the tread is amazing. They look like they've been barely worn. They're a woman's tennis shoe, and I think they're like specifically a running like trail tennis shoe. They're a size 8.5, and I just had to get them. I know it's just like Nike, but I think I can get like a decent $30 to $35 amount. I paid $6 for these, and they only require just a little bit of cleanup. So really happy to have found these tennis shoes. I actually did really well in the shoe department overall in this trip.
The same style of Nike shoes, just in a different color, sold on Poshmark for $30.
Next we have, oh yeah, so I found some Cole Haans. These were $5, and they're really in excellent condition, honestly. They really look like they have barely been worn at all. They kind of look like new without tags. So, and they're just kind of this really nice loafer style. Yeah, loafer style.
A similar pair of Kulhan loafers sold on Poshmark for $40.
I'm gonna grab the other one out of the bag so I have room for the next bag. There were only 2 things in that bag. Oh yeah, by the way, I spent exactly $100 on this trip, which is super awesome. This thrift store, since it's a non-profit, I think, well, it's run by a church, so there are no sales taxes. So I only spent $100 and no extra cents, which makes my heart happy. It's exactly 100. Next we have, so I love this thrift store and this chain of thrift stores. It's called Desert Industries because you can find so much good vintage stuff there. And I had to pick this one up for several reasons. It's maxi length and it's red velvet. It's also a cowl neck, which is also very in style right now. It's in a size 8. And I just thought this was so pretty. I could not pass up on it. And it actually comes with a shawl. I think the shawl is kind of ugly. I'm not a person who likes shawls. Happy to have found this vintage piece. It was, let's see if I can find the price tag. The dresses are usually like $5 to $8. Can't find the price for some reason. I think that was a really good thrift find and a really great style-based piece. It had all those factors. It's a mid-size, and you know, with it being velvet, like I said, and velvet's in style.
A velvet dress by the same vintage brand sold on Poshmark for $48.
Next, we have this, which is I think it's a Ralph Lauren. Yes, it's a Ralph Lauren. The size is 20 wide, so that's why I picked it up. It is a really large size, and it is made of 100% silk on the outside, and then the inside is, I think, made of polyester. But it was $5, and so this is a really great bread and butter piece. Probably gonna list it for around $25 to $30, but I thought it was very kind of whimsy goth, and it kind of reminds me of like the 90s, early Y2K fashion. It says dry clean only, so it definitely is a quality piece, very flowy, could be worn to a wedding. A great large size. I am only picking up Ralph Lauren, Ralph Lauren, all those similar lines from that company in plus sizes now, or like really great material makeups. And that was plus size and in a great material makeup. So 2 factors going for that one.
I've already sold this skirt. I sold it on Mercari overnight for $28.
The last thing in this bag, they gave me a bunch of small bags. I wonder if they ran out of big bags. So this was $10, which is kind of steep, but it is a size extra large Judy blue pair of black, or maybe it's navy blue. They're called shorts. Their garment dyed. Oh, it says that the garment's been dyed. It's new with tags, so that's pretty awesome. I decided to pay up for it because I think I can get a solid $35 to $40 for this because it is new with tags. It's a size extra large. It is a longer short, so it's modest, which I know some people go for, especially if you're older. People don't want to be showing off their legs the same as when they're younger. If I can flip something within 1 to 2 weeks rather than a few months, I'm happier and more willing to pick it up.
I've already sold these shorts on Poshmark for $31.
So this is actually from the brand Old Navy, and it is a size 4X. And I recently sold a dress from Old Navy that I got at the Goodwill Outlet, and it was a size, I think it was also a size 4X, and it was white, kind of cottagecore vibes, maxi length, and I picked this one thinking of that dress in mind, which I sold for around $20. But then I was thinking, oh, it's $5, not as cheap as the Goodwill Outlet, and it's black, so it's not, bright and perfect for summer. But there are people that do like all black things, and then I saw that this was new with tags. It definitely needs to be lint rolled. Kind of has these puff sleeves, if I can show you. It's kind of like a more of a goth cottagecore. I had to get that. I think I can flip that dress into $25 really quickly. That other Old Navy 4X dress I sold, I think within 2 weeks. So definitely keeping my eye out for Old Navy 4X long dresses.
A similar dress sold on eBay for $24.99.
This next thing is also a vintage piece, and I actually saw this dress the last time that I went to the Desert Industries thrift store. I decided to get it this time because it is just so pretty. It reminds me of like a gypsy kind of peasant vibes. The pattern is really, really cool, and it's a vintage. Kind of has this cute tie-up detail right here. So another style-based pickup. It was $6, but I think I can flip this into $30. It is a size 16, so a great size. It kind of reminds me of the late 90s Y2K again. And I'll put those words into my keywords.
A vintage dress by the same brand sold on Poshmark for $25.
That is all for the third bag. They definitely put these in small bags, like I mentioned earlier. This is a vintage Makai dress. So it's a vintage Hawaiian dress. And I've seen other resellers talking about how these vintage Hawaiian dresses are flying off the shelves with it being the summer season. Me and my husband were actually just talking about booking a trip to Hawaii ourselves. But unfortunately, the size is ripped off, so I'll have to take measurements for this. And on the inside, there is some like fraying of the fabric, so I'll need to trim that up. But on the outside, it looks amazing. It's this gorgeous kind of sunset orange and red pink color. And it was $6. So I think I can flip this into like $35. It looks like it's around a size large to extra large.
These Oi Makai dresses are selling for more than I thought they were. This dress on eBay that's similar to mine sold on eBay for $69.99.
Next is another vintage piece. I got a few vintage pieces. I actually do like reselling dresses. They are hard to take photos of. That is the one downside, and it's hard to get good lighting. But if you find the right buyer for these larger size vintage dresses, you can sell them pretty quickly. So this is from the brand SL Fashions Women's. And I actually debated about this one. It is a size 24 wide though, so a really large size, which definitely adds value. This is also velvet. It is purple velvet, and then it has all of these sparkles over the front. So I had to get it. I was debating, I'm like, is it cute? Is it not cute? But it's a large size and it's velvet and it's kind of funky and perfect. Kind of reminds me of like a awards dinner dress or something like that.
This vintage dress by the same brand sold on Poshmark for $48.
Okay, 2 more bags. I gotta move this light. I have this other light that I use for these videos usually, but it's kind of breaking. So I was hoping the window would give me enough light for this video and my ring light. But looks like it's getting too late and it's just going to be the ring light for the rest of this video. This was actually something that I picked up for myself. I don't have a lot of cute summer shirts that I like. I actually just bought this shirt new. I thrifted this one. It's from the brand Christopher and Banks. It is vintage, a size small. I bought it for $3. And it actually first caught my eye because I thought this would be something that would really sell on Depop. It's very Y2K grunge looking. Kind of has this wine theme all over it with the grapes, and it has Merlot with this kind of rhinestone detail. How pretty is this shirt? I had to get it. I really am in need of shirts, and that shirt spoke to me. Now this one is actually a Free People dress, and I did spend a long time in the dress section during this trip, which is probably why I have so many dresses, but I do feel like there are lots of hidden gems within the dress section. And this is a Free People dress that was hidden behind a bunch of formal dresses along the wall. And I feel like if another reseller had been there that day and this was out in the open, it would have already been gone. But it was hiding behind all of these formal dresses, and it was at the very back against the wall. What I love about the Free People tag is that it's very, very noticeable. It is that really skinny tag right at the top, which if you don't know, that is Free People usually. And then like the Free People Beach or like the We the Free look a little bit different, but just like plain old Free People tags look like that, very skinny. This is a size large. I bought it for $7, and it is this, I think it's like a midi, more of a midi length, not maxi, green all over long sleeve dress that is collared. This dress is so fun, very bohemian, gypsy vibes. You know, I could even see this for any summer event. And yeah, I just thought it was really, really nice. I didn't even look at the material makeup. I just saw that it was a Free People dress in a large size and I just bought it. But let's see what the material is. I wonder if it's like linen or something. Oh, it's 100% cotton. So that's perfect for summer, even though it's long sleeves. It's breathable, which I always look out for because I have sensitive skin.
This dress sold in a bundle overnight. It says that I sold it for $40, but I more sold it for around $30 because I offered the buyer a discount on their bundle.
This is another shirt I bought for myself. This one was also $3. This is from the brand YSC. Never heard of it before. It's basically this faux kind of leather lightweight shirt, and I really like this stitching contrast detail in the middle. Kind of gives that 4 square look. I thought it was really pretty, and I'm kind of experimenting with my style right now. Postpartum, I gave birth like 8 months ago, but still postpartum, trying to figure out, you know, what's my style? What do I look cute in? This next thing is something that I found towards the end of my trip. It is from the brand Genuine Motor Cloths. Now, I couldn't find this exact piece on eBay, but I saw that these button-up shirts were going for a decent amount, like $35 or $30 to $40 on eBay. And it says Harley Davidson on the back. But yeah, this is a size 2XL. It's a woman's shirt. I thought it was a man's originally, but the buttons are on the left. And it's very grunge, you know, kind of biker vibes. And I think you can get around $35 for this. It was $6. So I'm really happy to have picked that up. It was definitely a surprise piece that I found at the end.
A similar shirt sold on eBay for $34.99.
Let's see. Oh, so this was also another thing I found towards the end of my trip. I think I actually filmed this in the recording at the store. This is from the brand Zara, which everyone knows. I knew about before I was a reseller, so I count those brands that I knew before I was a reseller, brands that are usually well known. But this is a size 2. It kind of smells like Christmas. I don't know why, but it smells like Christmas. And it is a smaller size, so that's why I was debating about it. But I know that like these Zara wide leg jeans are really in style. It kind of has this paper bag elastic waist, and I thought it was just really, really cute. So it was $5. I think I can flip it for anywhere from $25 to $30. So happy about that, even though it won't give me a huge, large profit. Definitely a bunch of bread and butter items in this thrift trip, but it was my redemption thrift trip. So it brought me happiness, if nothing else.
A similar pair of Zara jeans sold on Poshmark for $24.
So this is a really cute pair of Michael Kors heeled loafers. These are super in style, very on trend. Look at those. They were $5, and I was debating because there's a teeny tiny little bit of wear on the toe. I don't think it was this shoe. I think it was the other one. There was like one imperfection. How gorgeous are these? And it's Michael Kors, a nicer brand, which I have found success in selling Michael Kors shoes. I've sold them one other time and they sold fairly quickly. They're shiny, patent leather, size 7 medium. So I think those will sell quickly if I put the key terms, you know, academic, preppy, college.
This pair of Michael Kors heels sold on Poshmark for $45.
Next we have, the last two things are shoes. This is a pair of soft with 2 F's heels. These are brown. I have only found soft before at the bins. This is my first time ever finding it not at the bins. This was $5, so a little more than I usually pay for soft. These are in a really good pre-owned condition. They had this really nice detail on the toe, and they also kind of give off preppy academia, dark academia vibes. And I thought they were really cute. They're kind of a mid-height heel, and they had a little bit of salt. So someone must have worn them in the winter when people put down salt so nobody slips. And so the ice melts.
This is a sold comp for a pair of soft heels I've sold on my Poshmark account for $38.
Last but definitely not least, I found these shoes on a new rack. They just brought out a new thing of shoes, and I hadn't seen anyone bring it out, but I noticed that there were a lot of shoes on this new cart, and so I assumed it was recently brought out. They are Wrangler size 7, and they're in very, very good condition. I have not found a pair of boots to resell yet that are in this good of condition. These shoes have barely any wear. Look at that. They look pretty brand new. I think I can get like, I don't know how much these are going for. Brand new, I think these are selling for around $200. These were only $6 too. I was thinking that these were gonna be like $10, $15, maybe $8. No, somebody priced them at $6. $6 for these. I am literally in shock. They are in such good condition. I feel like a woman will probably buy them over a man because not a lot of men have a size 7 foot. Other than this like little bit I saw up front, these are in such good condition. So that was my favorite find of the trip.
This similar pair of Wrangler boots sold on Poshmark for $42.
Thank you guys for watching. I had so much fun on this trip and I loved bringing you guys along. I tried different camera angles when I was at the store and I felt kind of goofy because I didn't have any makeup on and I was trying to prep up my phone, which is what I record on, next to my baby's car seat, and the Free People dress was like underneath. But yeah, it was really fun to take you guys along with me to the store and find these great finds. Can't wait to get them listed. I'll probably list them tonight because I haven't listed anything today, and I do a lot of my listings at night because my daughters are sleeping. With all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!